Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another, well, maybe not another, War on the Sea stream. This time we are going back with episode number 18, which, if you watch my streams, you probably noticed that the previous time I tried to stream it, we've encountered some technical issues. So I eventually decided to redo the same episode, and we are back in episode 18. Right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Alexander. Hello, whoever is also watching. I think there are 2 people at the moment, which is not bad for a start of the stream during midday. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good result. Anyway, before I begin and head on into the game, let's quickly recap where we are at. So, starting from the west side of the map, we got Task Force 3 patrolling between, patrolling area between Coral Sea and Solomon Sea. Hopefully we can catch some enemy patrols or task forces heading to Milne Bay and Port Moresby. On top of that, this area is also patrolled by 2 submarine groups, Submarine 2 and 3 to be exact, both of them consisting of 2 units. So this area will hopefully be blocked successfully, and there will be no surprise attacks from Japanese forces. When it comes to east side of the map, Task Force 2 arrived at New Hebrides. I will have to service those ships and hopefully send them back into action to Guadalcanal, where Task Force 1 is currently performing patrol duties. Finally, we got our Task Force 4, which is currently engaging with 2 enemy destroyers. I will have to resolve this battle really soon. The problem with Task Force 4 is that they recently performed naval bombardment, so most of the ships are out of ammo. This battle will indeed be very, very interesting. Finally, our Kingfisher spotted another group of 6 destroyers chasing after Task Force 4. So we will have to make sure that they won't catch up with them. Otherwise, it might not end well. And finally, our Battle of Guadalcanal. Let's see how we are doing. We still have roughly around 5,500 units fighting to gain control over Guadalcanal port. There is still more loaded onto Convoy 1, which is currently heading that way. It's gonna probably take them around 10 hours to reach it, providing that there will be no disaster happening in this region. We will be able to unload additional, I think there is like 3,000 units. So that will hopefully turn the tides of this battle in our favor and help us gain control of this port a little bit sooner. Right, so that's where we are. Let me jump into the game window and we can begin our today's episode. All right, so to begin with, let me start from Task Force 2. Let's see what these guys actually need. Right, Davis needs to be sent back for repairs. Northampton, Mayhan, Drayton, Salt Lake City, and Columbia seems to be in pretty good shape. But I might also use this occasion to slightly reinforce this battle group. So let's begin from Davis and let's release that ship. There we go. We will definitely have to replenish all remaining ships. There we go. Everyone has full load of ammunition. That's fantastic. Now, let's get some new vessels from new hybrids. I'm gonna need a destroyer. Farragut class, yeah, sounds like a good idea. Let's get Monaghan. There we go. On top of that, I would like to reinforce this group with, let's say, North Carolina. Yeah, sounds good. So let's get North Carolina into action. And perhaps, what could I get? Additional heavy cruiser? No, maybe light cruiser. Let's get Honolulu. There we go. And that's going to be Brooklyn class light cruiser. Okay, so for a cost of 100 points, I think that's a pretty good reinforcement. So let's grab these guys, and obviously we need to tell them to merge. Oh, select ships. Okay, so all of them has to merge with this group. Right, now let's work on our formation so that we can actually send our ships in the right order into the battle. I'm using circular formation for that. Perhaps 3 columns will be better. No, circular. Yeah, that will do best. So let's swap positions of Monaghan and Northampton. Then we got ships 3 and 4, which would be Drayton and hopefully Mahan. However, on position 2, I want North Carolina. So, oops, we need to swap those positions. Salt Lake City can swap positions with Mahan. Perfect. Positions 6 and 7. So, Columbia and Honolulu. That would be best positions for them. And finally, positions 5 and 8, Salt Lake City and Northampton. Okay, that looks pretty good. Fantastic. So this group is sorted, and that was Task Force 2. So let's rename it. The game has a bad habit of renaming my groups. Very good. We can now send these guys back to Guadalcanal, and hopefully they can replace Task Force 1, who is currently performing that patrol. Let's plan a basic patrol route. Okay, that should do for now. Perfect. So these guys are ready. Our aircraft carrier, Hornet, who is the only CV that we deployed so far, could actually support group number 4. It's going to take some time before airplanes will reach that target, but their assistance would be very useful. So, which order is that? Launch aircraft. And let's get some decisions. Right. So the problem with aircrafts attacking destroyers is that they are not particularly accurate. So what I can do, I can take Dauntlesses and drop a 1,000-pound bomb onto those destroyers and hope that one of them will hit, and that will pretty much put the destroyer down and take it out of the action. The problem is that if I will miss, I am very likely to lose some planes in the process and get no results. On the other hand, I could send some Avengers, equip them with rockets, and I'm very likely to hit with every single attack. The problem is that those rockets might not be good enough to sink destroyers, especially modern destroyers. Decisions. I could get a load of HE bombs and do level bombing operation, but that will probably miss for most part. Yeah, AP bombs are not good for that. But on the other hand, I've never tried HE bombing. I don't predict great results on that matter. Right, let's play it safe. I will deploy 12 Dauntlesses and send them in the direction of a second group. So hopefully this Kingfisher will keep that second group spotted, and we might be able to keep it away from Task Force 4, which is currently about to begin engagement with 2 destroyers that are directly attacking them. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Is that everything? Well, at this moment and point of time, I think that will be good enough. Okay, so these guys, yeah, some of them already suffered from some damage. San Francisco needs to go back for repairs. Taylor, yeah, this guy is also damaged. Flint will be the main ship that will engage with those destroyers. Probably I will also use some ammunition on Denver and Montpelier. However, Quincy, San Francisco, and Washington, yeah, these guys will be basically useless. They do have some secondary ammunition, so just in case they can defend themselves. But letting destroyer to come too close to a battleship is never a good idea, mostly because of a torpedo threat, which I might not be able to detect fast enough. Yeah. Right. Let's get it done. Hopefully, we won't lose this battle, or at least we won't lose too many ships. First of all, let's start from selecting every single ship. Let's give them order to turn on the radar. That would be very useful. And let's turn off fire at will command. I think I have to do it separate for each ship, which is not really the best idea. Okay, we are not firing at will. San Francisco, nope, I'm not going to engage at will. Quincy, same story here. Flint, oh definitely, you don't want to fire at will. That would be waste of ammo. Perfect, perfect. Every single ship should be now ready. So let's begin from finding out where the enemy is. I might as well send my ships on some nice course. So where do I want them to go? Well, we are basically in retreat. Let's set our course to southeast and hope for the best. Right. Right, that should do. Let's get it done. Time to begin. Okay, it's gonna take some time before we detect the enemy. Perfect. So we know where the enemies are. Obviously, in order to turn on the radar, I will have to use each ship separately. That doesn't really help. Definitely we need radar on Flint, Denver, and Montpellier. Okay, we can actually clearly see enemy destroyers. Okay, so Montpellier, you might want to target number 2. Perfect. You want to fire HE in narrow spread. Those are secondaries. Let's give it a spot command. So ceasefire, fire again. Main guns, again, we will fire HE with a command spot at number 2. Oh, it appears that there is enemy spotter plane, but it won't last that long. Yeah, I don't predict that this aircraft... Yeah, there we go. We shot it down. Fantastic. Right, so we got enemy Akizuki heading our way. So Montpellier is currently on it. Denver, who would you like to target? Denver, maybe you will try a long-range firing with narrow and spot. There we go. That should do. And Flint, finally we got to you. So I want to keep this Akizuki as far as I can. So let's fire at Akizuki then. Oh yeah, all those 5-inch guns will be very, very useful. Right, let's have a look at the enemy ship. Yeah, she's currently laying a smoke screen. And I think... Ooh, someone took a hit. Who is that? Taylor! Taylor, did you took a hit? Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Perhaps we could lay smoke. Not that it's gonna help you directly. Let's see, damage control. We got 3 fires and 3 damage control crews are already tackling it. The problem is that the ship is on the move. The fire will spread a little bit more than I want to. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. I'm not happy about what happened, but well, we will have to live with it. I'm absolutely sure that damage control teams on Taylor will be able to tackle that issue as long as she doesn't take any more hits. That might be a problem. I will also fire some secondary guns at Akizuki. There we go. And hopefully we will be able to retreat from this battle without suffering too much damage. Let's have a look at Akizuki. Is she taking fire at the moment? Not really. But most of my formation seems to be covered in smoke, which is very good. yeah, I think enemy can only see my battleship, which is actually working pretty well for me. Oh, I can see the chat is very active today. Alexander, it would be nice if you would speak in English, so that everyone who is watching the stream can actually understand what you are talking about. That would definitely help. Right, ship number 1. Who is this guy? Okay, he's taking light fire. I think I've ordered only Denver to try and hit her. But it appears that enemy destroyers are, well, decided to retreat, which is, yeah, that is very good for me. I'm not sure if any torpedoes have been fired from Akizuki. It appears that she might have dropped some. I can never be sure. Okay, so far we haven't scored any hits. So the enemy seems to have some advantage. Kingfisher, oh, dude. You might want to change your course and head after those destroyers. Torpedoes in the water, that is not good. So just as I predicted, Denver, yeah, Denver. Oh, I was a little bit too late, and Denver took a hit. This is bad. Is that only one torpedo? I think it is. Yikes. That's not the best development of... Oh my goodness me, that torpedo messed me really bad. I think, yeah, I will have to send Denver back for repairs. Ah, dear. That's not good. It will take her out of action for at least good 2 weeks. And on top of that, yeah, she probably lost her engines. Well, not engines, but we lost propulsion. That's not good. Yeah, propellers are damaged. That is no good. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Are there any more torpedoes in the water? Well, I hope there is no more. That is very bad. Yeah, Denver is basically a sitting duck right now. Thankfully, both enemy destroyers are retreating, and I think we scored. Yeah, we definitely scored a hit on Akizuki. I'm not entirely sure how much damage we caused. Okay, ship 1. Contact is lost. Hopefully Kingfisher will be able to re-establish it. But Akizuki is quickly approaching area where she's gonna disappear as well. Right. So let's take our sweet revenge on Akizuki as long as we can. Hopefully this fire will be successful. Okay, we scored some more hits on Akizuki. Hopefully that will prove to be enough. No, I don't think she's gonna survive much longer. But, Yeah, she managed to tackle the fire. Okay, let's have a look at Taylor. Damage control. Okay. Damage control teams on Taylor seem to... Yeah, these guys seems to be pretty competent. That is good. Let's give orders to stop laying smoke. Yeah, that was very inefficient. While we managed to cover entire formation in smoke, we also... Yeah, I think we caused some obstruction to our aim. Yeah, 14,000 yards. I doubt we will be able to sink Akizuki unless we score some critical hits on her. Perhaps if some more 6-inch shells would hit her, that might... Ooh, okay. Okay, hopefully those were 6-inch shells. It appears that Akizuki might be slowing down. Kingfisher is still far away. Ooh, some more hits on Akizuki. Can we actually sink at least one of those destroyers? That would be very useful. Come on. Keeps laying smoke. That mechanics is not too great. And Akizuki has been lost. Kingfisher is still too far away. But we managed to score some final hits on her. And it seems like, yeah, she's sitting very low in the water right now. There are some more shells landing. Unfortunately, all my ships stopped firing. Okay, so let's hope... Oh, okay, there were some more salvos in the air. Okay, we managed to re-establish contact with Akizuki. Kingfisher managed to spot her. That's very good. Question is everyone else firing at the moment? I think I need to order them to fire again. Although, yeah, she might be out of range. Oh, never mind. Montpellier can still fire. Denver, I'm absolutely sure you can still fire. Yes, 16,000 yards. Okay, let's have a look at this. I have to admit that Japanese destroyer seems to be very dangerous for my fleet. Even though that's the most that enemy can actually deploy at this point. But thankfully, we keep scoring some more hits on her. If she would go down, that would be a nice reward for that torpedo that we took. Oh, okay. She is on fire. Oh my goodness me. Being on the deck of that ship must be a hell right now. She definitely took a massive hit. Perhaps we can hit some more. She won't be able to survive. Come on. Most of the shots are falling short. Oh. Okay. That was very close. I'm not sure if Flint is still firing. Oh, she's definitely aiming in that direction. But yeah, 19,000 yards is slightly outside of firing range. Let's cease fire. Denver, definitely cease fire with secondaries. That would be pointless. Okay, and main battery guns. Let's fire one more salvo. And let's cease fire. And Montpellier. Yeah, 20,000 yards. Forget about it. It's too far. Okay, so that's everything we could fire. Let's stick around in this battle for just a little bit longer. I don't think that was enough to get rid of Akizuki. She's definitely heavily damaged, and she will have to come back to port for repairs. Ooh, those were close. Yeah, these landed very close. That wasn't enough. Anything else? Any more? Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, so we can try to use some time compression and see if she's gonna sink. I doubt it will happen. But we can always hope. Let's send Kingfisher to actually circle her, so we can keep her spotted. I'm not going to chase after her. My fleet suffered enough. Yeah, I think she's gonna recover. Oh, I think I flew a little bit too close. That's not the best. She's definitely taking on a lot of water. Just look at her. Deck is awash already. She's sitting so low in the water. But I just don't have enough firepower at this moment to finish her off. So as long as she haven't suffered high enough damage from shells that currently hit, I don't think that will be enough. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can only hope at this point. We can only hope. Yeah, that Kingfisher flew a little bit too close. Oh, come on. How long can you fire at that poor Kingfisher? Oh, she's now listening. Deck is still on fire. Who knows? Maybe she's gonna go down. Yeah, it doesn't appear that she's in the best condition ever. Ah, and she shot down my Kingfisher. Oh, that is unfortunate. And time compression is not available. Oh, okay, and Akizuki is sinking. So we got rid of her. That is very good. But in her last ditch effort, she managed to sink. She managed to actually shoot down the Kingfisher, so I won't be able to spot the other destroyer, who is not far away. I don't really have anyone who can chase after her. So I'd say it's not the best outcome of this battle, but it's not the worst one. Sadly, yeah, Denver took a hit, and that doesn't look good. She suffers from moderate flooding, and her engines are not in the best condition. Right, anyway, we managed to somehow survive this battle without any losses, which is good. Unfortunately, there are 6 destroyers that are chasing after me, so I might use San Francisco launch aircraft, and let's see if I can keep these guys spotted. That would be very useful. Yeah, let's keep them spotted, at least until reinforcement from what is that? Dear, I can't even properly. I can't select this group. Where is that? From Hornet. There we go. I keep forgetting how my ships are named, and this is very bad. I got so many of them. Right. So yeah, reinforcements from Hornet will soon arrive in this area. We will perform an air raid on those destroyers. Hopefully, that will be good enough to sink at least one of them and keep them away from Task Force 4, which will be very sluggish at the moment. On top of that, Convoy 1 is approaching Guadalcanal, so hopefully that will also work well. Right, I think we are ready to finally go forward with the campaign. So let's push time compression a little bit higher. Hornet is ready to launch more aircrafts. Kingfisher, you, my friend, if you can chase after this group so we can actually catch them. Dauntlesses, change course. Okay, and time compression is on again. Okay, that looks good. I think we will be able to perform the bombardment on those destroyers. Kingfisher might be a little bit too far, so I will have to leave one of the planes to keep those destroyers spotted. Task Force 4 is almost safe. I'm not sure about that remaining destroyer which is lurking in this area. She might still be there. That won't be good. Anyway, Dauntlesses are already in position, so let's jump into tactical map. Oh, there we go. Kingfisher actually managed to get where she needs. So orders, Kingfisher, you go, yeah, go higher. Go up to 10,000, why not? And head in this direction. We'll see what we can find. Dauntlesses, I need to group you up in Vic formation. So form up. These two will form up. These two will form up. And these two will form up. Perfect. That should work. And we should be able to sink at least one enemy ship. Oh, and we are almost perfectly lined up. That is good. I will allow my planes to fly in a straight line for a while. Okay, that should be good. So each pair will receive its own target. You guys can target number 6. Just attack it. You guys can target number 5 and attack it. You guys, where are you? Which is that group? This group. You guys attack number 3. Oh, no, not this one. I want number 3. Just attack it. Number 4, whatever destroyer that is, will be attacked by group number 4. Group number 5. You guys attack number 1 information. And group number 6. There we go. Okay, every single ship has its orders. Now, I will try and keep my Kingfisher far enough so that I can actually spot whatever's left of that formation. Change the camera. Perfect. Okay, and we got perfect approach on the enemy formation. They will slightly spread out, and I can't help with that. But hopefully we can score some bomb hits on those destroyers. And who knows, maybe we will be able to sink majority of them. That would definitely help in our war efforts. Oh, that's almost perfect. It appears that enemy... Yeah, they just spotted those aircrafts and started to react. Definitely some of the ships at the back of the formation will be able to avoid taking hits. There we go. Okay, bombs away. Oh, and we got direct bomb hit. We probably have more than one. Okay, that's another one. I think one of the groups will be slightly late. Let's see. Okay, so far it appears that all my planes performed the attack, so I will group them up in one massive pile. I'll form up on Dauntless 1. Head in there. And yeah, and go higher. Perfect. Okay, that should do. Right, now all we have to do is to observe. I'm not sure which bomb scored a hit. If it's a 1,000-pound bomb, it is very likely that any destroyer that took a direct hit, and there were only 2 direct hits from this run. Yeah, they are very likely to go down. This destroyer, yeah, she basically got scratched only. That's not the best result. But this guy, ooh, yeah, this one is definitely not in the best shape. You, my friends, are going down. Let me just check. What is this ship? Yes, definitely I need Japanese. then I don't need aircrafts, I need destroyers. So that's not one of them. Nope, that's not Fubuki, that's not Akatsuki. Hatsuharu, nope. Shiratsuyu, nope. Sashio. It looks like it might be a Sashio. Yeah. That is very likely Sashio. Let me just classify target. We've lost some contacts, mostly because our Kingfisher is still too far away. Yeah, so Sashio. Oh, we lost contact with her. So we can't even verify if she has sunk. That's not good. Well, that's where 3D camera comes very handy. There we go, Kingfisher is now re-establishing contact. Perfect. There it is, Sashio. We found her. Whoever this guy is, that's probably Fubuki. Looks like it. He also took a direct hit from a bomb, but I think it wasn't a 1,000-pound bomb. Which means she's very likely to recover. How does the Asashio doing? Surprisingly well. Oh, Asashio seems to have recovered. And I think Fubuki will also recover. Yeah. Okay, that's Fubuki. She's basically recovering. So just very minor damage. Oh, okay. Fire reappeared temporarily. Let's look at Asashio. She's definitely... Yeah, she's going back to port. So I'm absolutely sure she took a lot of damage from that hit. Unfortunately, that wasn't good enough to sink her. Right, I think we can retreat from this battle. We still have to wait for 30 seconds. Oh, Will Holton. Hello, hello. Nice to see you on the stream. I hope you are having a good day. Mine is going well so far. Okay, it appears that we can now retreat, so let's do that. There's no point to waste my time. And yeah, Asashio suffers from minor damage and no flooding, and Fubuki, which is number 4, I don't really need to identify to know what kind of ship I'm dealing with, at least in that case. And she suffered from moderate damage and minor flooding. Not too great, not too great. Okay. So at least this group has been dealt with temporarily. Let's send Dauntlesses back to Hornet to resupply. That's basically the best I can do for now. Adrian, I'm really glad that you found my Train Driver 2 videos useful, and hopefully you will have fun driving along the railways in Poland. Uh, Most recent release of Train Driver 2. I'm not sure which one is it. Did they had an update? I wasn't following for past like 2 or 3 weeks at least. So I'm not sure if they actually released an update. I think the last one was like 6 months ago, so it would be about time to do something. I will have to check that after the stream. But yeah, I will also have to get back to Train Driver 2 at some point. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Maybe this weekend? I don't know yet. Anyway, let's focus on War on the Sea. That's why we came here for. Right, so this battle has been resolved. Task Force 4 seems to be in a safe spot, at least for the time being. Hopefully they will be able to return to New Hebrides without any further engagements. And that would in fact be very useful. Oh, you are downloading it for the first time. Okay, that makes sense. So I hope you will have a lot of fun with this game. Right, let's turn on time compression and let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so ooh. Okay, so we got 7 destroyers. Kingfisher managed to find them. They are heading towards Guadalcanal. That is not good. Right, Horner, launch some more aircrafts. Avengers. I need to be sure that we are going to score a hit. But performing a rocket strike on a massive group of destroyers, that is also not a good idea. Right, I will test HE bombs. Let's see how they will perform. Let's send these guys after those destroyers. And the Kingfisher can actually keep circling around to not waste time. There we go, for 1 hour. That should do. And hopefully that will be enough time for Avengers to reach these two groups. And who knows, maybe we will actually sink something already. Okay. Yeah, definitely there is. Yeah, those 6 destroyers are chasing after Task Force 4. I don't want them to get where they want to be. There we go. Avengers are in position. So, let's give it one more shot. This time with Avengers. Let's order them group up. Okay. Oh, once more we got Kingfisher somewhere in the area. So perhaps it would be wise to call her in and increase the altitude. And in the meantime, I will have to rely on Avengers spotting for themselves. There we go. We got new contacts. Ooh, they are extremely close. Right, starting from group 1, as always, we will assign targets from the back of enemy formation. There we go. Another group. You attack 3. This group will attack number 2. And the last group will attack number 1. Alright, let's see how much damage we can actually deal this time. Since those are Avengers, they will perform a level bombing, if I remember correctly. So it will be much less accurate. But hopefully if one of those bombs hit, they will be enough to sink at least one of those destroyers. Ooh, just look at that group. Okay, that looks great. But how is it going to look when the bomb hits? Oh, we actually got a direct hit. A direct hit with a dud. Right. Which one did we lost? We lost one aircraft. My goodness me, those Avengers are terrible. They always get shot down. Literally every single time I send my aircrafts in, they have to get shot down. This is not good. Right, these guys will actually head in this direction. And Kingfisher. Yeah, for now you carry on. That's perfect. So, we scored 3 direct hits. Sadly, one of them was by a dud bomb. So another 2 enemy ships have been damaged. The question is how much damage they took. Okay. Okay. Not bad at all. Yeah, this guy doesn't look so well. Started to take on water, I can see that. She's listing and... well, yeah, she's just slightly listing. But I guess it might be the result of maneuvering. She's definitely on fire. And I think she is taking on water. Let's look at this guy. Ooh, this is... I think that's Nomi or one of those destroyers. Yeah, she's not particularly resistant to taking direct hits by a bomb. So, yeah, there is a high chance she might go down. Right, let's use time compression. Just waiting for like 20 minutes for 2 ships to burn. It's not the most exciting part of any battle. I just want to confirm the kills. Okay, yeah, this guy looks pretty bad. Now I'm sure she's taking on water. Okay, the fire seems to be under control, sadly. Is anything going to sink, or are those destroyers like getting some sort of armor bonus suddenly? Because historically, if I remember correctly, Japanese damage control crews were, well, terrible at most. Like, it's been very rare that they actually managed to recover a ship from sometimes a minor damage. They did definitely had some success stories, but yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah, they lost an aircraft carrier, I think it was Taiho, because not only because it was not so well maintained, but also because of the bad design. and poor practices here and there. So yeah, and there were a few other stories with their damage control crews actually basically sinking the ship instead of saving it. Right, I don't think those bomb hits were enough. Yeah, these guys recovered successfully. Not the best outcome. I'm not happy. Perform a strike, lose an aircraft, and do absolutely nothing to enemy. Although these two guys will have to soon return to port for repairs. So at least I'm taking them out of action for like a week or two until they are repaired. "10 seconds and we can retreat." Perfect. Okay, hopefully that will stop this group from chasing after Task Force 4. Maybe we managed to achieve at least that. Right, so let's push time forward. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh yeah, it would be useful to send Avengers back home. They will be useless at this moment. Okay, Hornet is ready to launch aircraft again. Okay, looks like it was relatively silent day, but yeah, that group of destroyers is still trying to harass Task Force 4, and they seem to be on a course for success. The problem is that they are also getting close to Convoy 1, so I think it's time to bring in some reinforcements. Yeah, I will get direct reinforcements to that group. On top of that, just to make sure, I will send a couple more Dauntlesses. These guys seems to be resistant enough to destroyer fire. They seem to be pretty good at scoring some hits at least. Not really sinking the ships, but the more damaged these guys are, the less effective they will be in eventual engagement, which is also pretty good outcome. Right, it's gonna take 30 minutes until they reach Task Force 4. Denver, if you can launch a Kingfisher and send it towards those destroyers so I can actually see what they are doing. Right, let's set up for this battle. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that those destroyers are trying to chase Task Force 4. They seem to be predicting the course pretty well. Probably they are also spotting Task Force 4. Oh, I think they now realize what is going to happen. Dauntlesses. Get there. Perfect. Almost spot on. Okay, so the battle is set up. But before I begin it, I could use a short break. It's been over an hour since I started streaming, so I guess, yeah, a tiny break just to keep myself healthy would be a good idea. So, guys, I'll be back with you in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, so I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Right, we shall continue with our war efforts. So Dauntlesses are now in position to attack those destroyers. So let's try that once more. And hopefully this time we will be able to sink at least one of them. Or perhaps more. That would be very useful, isn't it? Okay, let's do it. Once more, I will have to group them up. So let's do that. And oh, yeah, and let's switch to the proper game window, shall we? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we are. Fantastic. All the planes are now grouped up. Kingfisher. Oh yeah. We do have Kingfisher in the area. So let's go higher. Let's send him southeast. There we go. Ooh. That is very interesting positioning. I am now chasing the group. Okay, that sounds good. Positioning, it's not perfect, but we should be able to score some hits. So as always, group 1. Let's just attack. Group 2. Let's attack. Group 3. Yeah, you guys attack. Group 4. You will attack. Group 5. And Group 6. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. I am approaching at an angle, which is not perfect. But who knows? Who knows? Interesting things might happen. Okay, enemy is laying smoke screen. Not ideal. Okay, we got 1 direct hit. 2 direct hits. 3 direct hits. Okay, now let's group everyone up and let's get them out of this mess. So form up. Okay, and you guys can actually disengage. And Kingfisher, you keep these guys spotted. Perhaps, yeah, try to approach somewhere here. And then keep the safe distance. And let's see what we can do. Or basically what we already did. Hopefully this time, at least one of them will sink. Okay, some of my aircraft suffered from light damage, but they should all survive. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. think that's the, yeah, that's the Akitsuki. She took another bomb hit. Or is that a different one? Oh, okay. One of them is sinking. Oh, so that is another Akitsuki. No, that is Hatsuharu, probably. Well, at this point it doesn't matter. She's going down. We finally sunk at least one of them. Another one. Yeah, she doesn't look good. Depending on how heavy was the bomb that actually hit, we might sink another one. Let's have a look. Yeah, she's definitely flooded. She also suffers from fire. So we might be lucky on this one. Ooh, that smoke screen is not helping. Nope. Doesn't look like she's gonna sink. But I'm 100% sure she will need some serious repairs. I might leave this battle. Let's see. Yeah, ship number 3 suffered from heavy damage and heavy flooding. That's definitely not enough to take her down. Ship number 6 also suffers from heavy damage and heavy flooding. But it doesn't appear that she's gonna go down. And finally, ship number 2. She definitely sunk. Go around and drop them again. I probably won't make it to drop them again. Mostly because since I already dropped my bombs, these guys are basically useless. And there is Task Force 1 that is going to intercept that group. And hopefully they will stop those destroyers from chasing Task Force number 4. And most importantly, they will prevent eventual engagement with Convoy 1, which I really don't want to happen. Yeah, these guys need to drop off soldiers at Guadalcanal. So that's what I'm mostly scared about. Engagement with Task Force 4 wouldn't end well for those destroyers, but it wouldn't end well for Task Force 4. Indeed. Yeah. Ooh, this is not looking too good. I'm actually surprised that like 2 enemy Yamatos that I sunk, they weren't posing any threat at all. And right now, I'm having a serious fight with just 6 destroyers. It appears that somebody's been really told off in Japanese Navy, because like they started to actually pose a threat and fight, even though they don't really have ships anymore to actually fight with me. Right, let's turn on time compression. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, Hornet is ready to launch some aircraft. I'm not really bothered by that. Encounter, Task Force 1. I believe those are these destroyers. Yeah, there's basically nothing else. But I'm surprised they haven't spotted any of them. It is just encounter. Could that be a submarine? That would be an interesting surprise. Right. Boise, you could launch aircraft. Kingfisher in the air would be very useful in here. This guy, you return to base. I don't need you. Okay, let's begin. And as always, every single one of them has firing at will. I really hate that tiny little change that developers made, that by default every single ship has fire at will order. I'm really not happy about that particular element of the game. I would rather have some control over who is fighting with who. Okay, in fact I forgot to turn on the radar for every single one of them, as always. There we go, that should do. Let's see what we will find. Ooh, that is in fact a submarine. A submarine that is right beneath Moffat. Just look at this. I'm pretty much in position to sink her. That is a very unfortunate for that tiny little submarine. But it's also unfortunate for rest of my formation. Because, yeah, those torpedoes are definitely heading for Indiana. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, Indiana, you detach and turn south. Portland, you detach and make a heavy turn. Boise, you also detach, head south. And Chester, finally, we got to you. You detach, head north. Right, Moffat, active sonar on. What's the speed? 16 knots. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Reduce the speed to 10 knots. And let's see if I can actually drop a depth charges. 4 depth charges should be enough. Yeah, definitely torpedoes against Indiana. Okay, let's drop those depth charges. Yikes. I don't think Indiana will be able to avoid being hit. Yeah, she's gonna take... Oh! Yikes! 3 torpedoes. Ouch! That is very bad. That is extremely bad. My goodness me. That basically means Indiana is out of action. Okay, Moffat. If you could turn off the radar. Okay, there is enemy aircraft as well. That is very interesting. I'm not sure if that depth charge attack actually had any effect. Can't really tell. This is very interesting. And surprisingly, Moffat, even though she is... yeah. She is using active sonar. But I can't detect that submarine. Oh, there we go. This is very interesting. Pretty unfortunate place to find enemy submarine. I didn't have any chance to fight. She was basically spawned at the edge of my formation. So not the best outcome, but I will surely take my revenge on her for attacking my battleship. I am very unhappy about that. Okay. Let's try and perform that depth charge attack. Okay, we are right above that submarine. I think the first attack has missed. Yeah, I'm almost certainly sure that we missed. But the second attack, ooh, this will be perfect. Submarine is lost, but it doesn't really matter. Because I'm gonna drop depth charges on her. She's not gonna get away. Just a tiny bit more. Okay. Drop those. Depth charges away. And we got direct hit. Yeah, no chance. She's not gonna survive that. And there should be one more. Oh. Okay, there is no more. Okay. And she is sinking. Perfect. Right, now let's look at Indiana. Ooh, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Yeah, she will be out of action for at least 2 weeks, providing that I can get her back to port. That is pretty bad. Yeah, that is definitely pretty bad. Oh well. It is what it is. That was very unfortunate engagement. I had absolutely no chance to deal with this submarine before she deals any damage to Indiana. Those are dangers of having a battleship in this tiny area. If there is a submarine lurking in, yeah, you might get hit. Right, so before I will send entire group back, do I want to just detach Indiana? Yeah, 5 general compartments are destroyed and 3 torpedo defense compartments are flooded. Yikes. Well, at least she's safe. What should I do? Perhaps Samson and Indiana. I could split group. There we go. We will go with line ahead. Okay. Let's call this group return to port. Let's set their course for New Hebrides. And let's get that battleship fixed. Yeah, that's a good idea. And Samson, what he's gonna do, he's gonna pick up a new battleship from New Hebrides. You're enjoying watching this game with Doritos. Okay, yeah. I also like those. I don't get them too often. They are very filling. But yeah, that's definitely a good treat. Yeah, I really love those. Okay. Anyway, we can now carry on. Hornet is ready to launch aircraft. I won't need to do that. Right, Task Force 11. Why are you called Task Force 11? That is Task Force 1. Perfect. Oh yeah, that was a massive hit. Okay. Anyway, Convoy 1, finally, after like 5 yeah, it's been like 5 episodes since I sent Convoy 1 to reinforce my attack on Guadalcanal. They arrived. So let's do what they were supposed to do. No, that's not release ships. Unload all cargo. There we go. We managed to unload everything into Guadalcanal, and let's see how the battle goes right now. So we got 8,779 soldiers, 10,307 supplies, perfect. And the battle, yeah, that won't last that long. Enemy is definitely not in a good shape in there. So, Convoy 1, you're gonna head back to New Hebrides. I doubt we will be able to pick up anything just yet. Let's see. Oh, no, we got 7,500 troops in there. 12,000 supplies, 300 engineering, and 300 fuel. That is definitely gonna be useful. Cooktown, what do you have? Level 5 airfields. Okay, that is definitely going to help. Okay, that's a new port. It was added after I started the campaign. Yeah, that Australian port will definitely come in handy at some point. Santa Cruz Island. Okay. There's nothing there. CV fleet is still patrolling. Task Force 1. You guys, yeah, I know these guys doesn't really have too much ships right now. Perhaps, yeah, 2-column. What would be 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and 5. Okay, yeah, sounds right. We will have to survive until Task Force 2 with a brand new. What do I have? Columbia? No, Salt Lake City, North Carolina. There we go. Yeah, so until Task Force 2 with North Carolina will reinforce this area, unfortunately, Task Force 1 will have to hold their position and keep Guadalcanal away from enemy convoys. Yeah. Or the opposite, keep enemy convoys away from Guadalcanal, isn't it? It's hard to move entire ports. Oh my goodness me. Right, yeah. My head is drifting away, I guess. Right, we can turn on the game again. Now it's a waiting game. Okay. Perfect. Everyone is moving into position. Convoy 1 is... Oh, air operations are now available. Perfect. How's the Guadalcanal doing? Yeah, I think I might need to drop some extra soldiers in here. Because Japanese troops are defending really hard. I'm not particularly happy about this. Sub 3, you guys could actually patrol this area. There we go. Who knows what we can find? Maybe enemy fleet will finally send some of those Congo-class battleships. Okay. And you guys could actually patrol this area. Okay, that looks good. Task Force 3. Yeah, you don't really have much of a patrol route left. So let's deal with that. Okay, that's perfect. And that's very convenient that I got Cooktown. That's a level 3 port. which means I can replenish my ships on Australian coast instead of sending Task Force 3 all the way back to New Hebrides. Yeah, that is gonna come in very handy. Especially that I'm having quite heavy fights in here right now. And the problem is that we need to launch some aircrafts and have a look around. I definitely don't want to... Oop. Camera is pretty wonky in this game. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be surprised by like 6 destroyers popping up right from behind this island. Okay, that's one aircraft. Portland, yeah. You can patrol this area. Maybe we can find something. Okay, that should do. Right, I guess that's the best I can do in that situation. So again, time compression on. And let's see if we can find anything. Okay, Task Force 2 is moving in. There were some aircraft spotted near return to port. Enemy ships near Kingfisher. Okay, okay. So enemy is actually sending in some ships. We got 1 light cruiser and 5 destroyers. Okay. Not so well. CV fleet is still far away. I'm not sure if Hornet will make it with air support. Again, 12 Dauntlesses. Yeah, that's gonna take a large part of an hour to reach. I will try to gain some time by moving my Task Force 1 a little bit away, so they won't engage right away when those destroyers will move out. And I definitely need 1 more Kingfisher in the air. I need to observe what is this group gonna do. They are right on the other side of this island. And as soon as they emerge, I might get an encounter. That doesn't look good. Okay, I can ignore that for now. And with a slow time compression, I might be able no. They caught with Task Force 1, which is not good. I really wanted to have Dauntlesses to assist. But I won't be able to do that. Okay, let's begin. Once more, everyone needs to turn on the radar. I won't be able to sneak up on these guys, but hopefully my ships will have enough firepower to quickly deal with those destroyers and that light cruiser. So enemy is somewhere behind me near that island. I should spot it pretty soon. In fact, yeah, there we go. So I shall perform that turn. For now, I will hold fire. Let's set up a patrol route. Okay. Perfect. Boise. Let's see where things are. Okay, number 1 is a light cruiser. Perhaps if Portland would like to target this ship. 15,000 yards away. So that's definitely a good time to open fire with those 8-inch guns. Chester, you can also target number 1 and open fire. Okay, that's just a Kuma. Is it? Let me just identify her. That's definitely not a Tenryu. That's not a Kuma, in fact. Not Nagara. That is Sendai. Well, I was pretty close. But I can identify her. That should help me with firing solution. And she's assisted by 5 destroyers. Okay. For now, I will let them get closer. Ooh, the enemy is definitely suffering from lack of destroyers. They pretty much sent only 1 modern destroyer, which is this Fubuki. And the rest, yeah, that's an old stuff. Ooh, that was very close. Phelps, okay. Phelps, you my friend. You could target number 2. Don't open fire just yet. Moffat, if you can target number 4, don't open fire just yet. And Boise, you can also assist with number 2. It would be very useful if dear. Why do my ships always have to do that? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, orders. Yeah, Boise could actually reverse for a second. So that Portland, is it? Yeah, that Portland can actually get into position. Okay. Perfect. Now I can order them, form up in a spread formation, and every ship should update their orders. Now, Phelps, you can open fire. Moffat, you can open fire. And Boise, yep, you guessed it, you can open fire. Oops, my aircraft went a little bit too close. Okay, Moffat, on top of that, if you could lay smoke, that would actually help. No, not really. You guys can also lay smoke. Alright, we should be okay. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. In fact, Moffat, if you could fire some torpedoes. The question is, what's the range of my torpedoes? Not entirely sure. But if I will fire a wide spread, that might actually work. Okay, torpedoes are in the water. Ceasefire. Set ceasefire on torpedoes. Okay. Perfect. So as long as... Oh my goodness me, Kingfisher is going back. I'm not sure if... Yeah, she probably won't survive. But we might be lucky. Okay. Play Minecraft. I'm not planning to play Minecraft. Not the game that I actually like. Right. So. How should I approach this? Yeah, Moffat is definitely too exposed. She is being targeted. Right. I will detach them from formation. And maneuver a little bit. Phelps, you can for now carry on. Perhaps... Nah, playing smoke won't do anything. Let's see. Looks like we might have scored some hits. Yeah, definitely. But I think we are slightly over-penetrating that light cruiser. Yeah, she's not gonna survive that. Ooh. That hit her very bad. Question is any of those torpedoes going to hit? That would be very useful. Moffat, damage control. Tenda is sinking. Okay. Moffat doesn't look so bad just yet. But I surely need to get her away. Yep. Right. We'll try to turn around Chester. Those are some heavy hits. Let's speed up. And let's see if I can retreat really fast. How does damage look? Okay, let's tackle the fire. And floodings first. There we go. Fire on the bridge will be taken care of. Gonna take 2 minutes. Phelps, how are you doing? Okay. Let's chase after the enemy for a few moments. Boise, you are attacking Mutsuki. Perfect. But no hits have been scored. If we are lucky, and if those torpedoes actually have enough range, we might score some hits. It looks like enemy is sailing right into them, which would definitely help. Who knows? Who knows? Fortunately, American torpedoes are not the fastest one. But that looks good. Yeah, those torpedoes are definitely looking good. Right, Moffat, how are you doing? My goodness me. Fire director is on fire. Right, would be nice to slow down. Or perhaps bring the ship to a complete stop. And we should be able to deal with that issue. I'm really not sure about those torpedoes. They were fired from far ahead. Yeah, they were pretty far away. If we're lucky, we're gonna score some hits. They look pretty good on ship number 3, whatever that is. No, that's way too fast. But ship number 5 might actually sail into them. Yeah, by the looks of it, we might get lucky. If we score at least one hit on her, that might actually do the job. Right. Back to Moffat. How's the damage control? Okay. Okay. Looks like we will be able to recover from that without suffering any damage. Phelps is the new target for the enemy. And I'm almost 100% sure that the enemy have fired torpedoes. Yeah, it doesn't look like my torpedoes are going to hit anything. Unless I'm extremely lucky. Which I'm probably not. That was way too far. Right. Oh, I completely forgot about Chester and Portland. These guys are not shooting anything since they sunk their targets. So perhaps Chester could target... What can you target? Target number 6. How many HE ammunition we got? Not too much. So perhaps fire AP. That will be a bit too much for a destroyer. But we will do what we can do. Number 5 again. Fire some AP. Still better than nothing. Okay, Mutsuki. Yeah, she doesn't look so good. She's definitely not looking good. If we can score some more hits, that would help. Who is actually fighting with Mommy? Is that only Moffat? Yeah, only Moffat is targeting Mommy. Okay. Ouch! Phelps. What kind of damage we suffered from? Okay. Can tackle this fire. Yeah, Mommy is definitely getting really annoying. So, stop firing at Mitsuki. Change fire. Fire at Mommy. Oh, okay. Mutsuki is now sinking. That is very helpful. Fire Heichi. There we go. Okay, so Boise can now target Mommy. And fire. We can deal with her, then perhaps Phelps won't suffer too much damage. What else do we have? Yeah, okay. It's not bad, it's not bad. There's no critical damage yet. But there are more and more shells hitting. I'm really not happy about that. Oh my goodness me, that was a terrible hit. Oh! And it appears that my torpedoes might actually find some targets. Okay, Phelps is immediately tackling fire, which is good. I don't really see those torpedoes hitting. Yeah, definitely not number 6. That sinking Mutsuki might find itself near torpedo. Number 5, yeah, those torpedoes will never catch this one. Unless... In fact, some of the front ones might intercept her. Yeah, those are looking pretty good. The question is she gonna get hit by at least one of them, and is that torpedo not gonna troll me and become a dud? Okay. So Mommy is sinking. So Phelps, target number 5. Boise, you also target number 5. And give her hell. Okay. I'm 100% sure that crews from destroyer number 5 have spotted those torpedoes already. Question is, are they close enough to actually catch this destroyer? I don't think they are. Yeah, that one last will just slip behind. Yeah. Just not fast enough. Okay. Question is anyone shooting at number 6? I believe not. Moffat, who are you shooting at? Oh, you are not shooting at anything. So perhaps set your target. Damage control. Okay. Moffat, you are ready to go back in action. Phelps, keep pushing. Yeah. That is... Ooh, there you go. Chester, are you shooting at something? Yeah, number 6. Boise, you are shooting at number 5. Okay, perfect. And Portland, you are shooting at number 5. Perfect. So we should be able to sink at least one of them. And then we can eventually disengage that. Yeah. I'm not sure who are you shooting at. That's the question. Who in my formation is being shot at? Oh, okay. Phelps. Oh. No. No. Definitely I don't want Phelps to be shot at. Right. Perhaps if we speed up. That would help. We might drop enemy accuracy if we speed up. Ooh. Whatever that destroyer is, because I'm not even bothered to identify her, even though, yeah, if I would, then probably I would get better firing solution. Question is that mommy? Or is that Mineka's? No, that is definitely mommy. Yeah. Okay. Number 6. I need to find someone who's actually shooting at her. Chester. If I would identify this one, definitely. Yeah, that's not Akatsuki. That's probably Fubuki. Or Akatsuki. How can I tell? That is the question. That might in fact be Akatsuki. Right, I will take the risk and identify her as Akatsuki. Ooh, he's listing really badly. She's on fire. Okay. Oh dear, that mommy is pretty much trying to dive under the water. Her bow is very low in the water. Yeah. Few more hits and she's gonna go down. There's still that mommy, number 3. And I think nobody's shooting at her. Unless, I might be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. Nobody is actually bothered to shoot at her just yet. Okay. Some more hits on mommy. That Akatsuki, my goodness me. Come on, sink already. Just a little bit more. Oh! And just when I asked for it, yeah, she took a massive hit. Those are AP shells, so poking an extra holes in that hull definitely won't do any good. I think the torpedo ammunition exploded. Mommy is sinking. So it's basically only Akatsuki that can pose any threat. I think I can let the remaining mommy to retreat. No need to engage. She won't pose too much of a threat. And I might save some ammunition. Oh, Boise was shooting at mommy, so perhaps give Akatsuki a few shots. Let's finish her off. Yeah, she doesn't need that much. Just a few shots. Okay. Her shares are landing. I'm just wondering, are you still shooting at... Yeah, she's still shooting at Phelps. The good thing is that Phelps so far didn't suffer from too heavy damage, but I think it's a good time to retreat and disengage. form up in line ahead. Perhaps tight formation would be good. And the speed, let's drop it to 20 knots. Okay, that should do. Yeah, I think Akatsuki won't survive that, even if I would stop shooting at her. And I'm not gonna do that until she's confirmed sunk. Come on, come on. Just sink already. Your deck is awash. Just evacuate. Leave the ship. Abandon it. Ooh, yeah, we got some more explosions. She's not gonna make it. Not a chance. If she's gonna recover from that, that will be a broken game. Come on, you are basically a sitting duck. I believe everything is broken on that ship right now. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I can feel that your engines are not performing so well, if at all. And Akatsuki is finally sinking. Perfect. Just the last few shells that were fired before she sunk. I'm not really bothered by that mommy. It would be waste of ammo to actually try and deal with her. We sank 5 out of 6 enemy ships, so let's just focus on retreating from this battle. I think that's going to be a safe play. Okay, Phelps suffered from minor damage, but everything is repairable, so in just a few hours she should start reporting that she suffers no damage and no flooding. Well, the enemy is actually suffering pretty much across the board. Surprisingly, number 3, which is apparently a mommy, yeah, nobody was even bothered to shoot at her. That's how unimportant target that was. But we added 5 more enemy kills to our collection, which is very good and convenient. So let's continue that. Okay, perfect. And I think we have reached that point when it would be advisable to end the stream very slowly. Yeah. It's been 2.5 hours since I started streaming today. And, well, I had a blast playing War on the Sea. I'm also super happy that episode 18 finally could happen without any interruptions and without too much of a technical issues. So yeah, that was today's stream, episode 18 of War on the Sea campaign. As you can see, the advantage I gained at the very beginning of this campaign, while I was basically playing the game as a, well, more as a gamer than as a commander of like a fleet or ship, definitely slightly broke enemy forces. The most that they can throw at me at this point is a couple of destroyers and light cruisers, but it doesn't mean they are less dangerous. As you could see, my fleet was having a hard time fighting against enemy ships, and if I wouldn't be using manual fire, which is way overpowered and it should never exist in this game in my opinion, I would be having much harder time defeating Japanese forces, especially in this area. And by now, I would probably have a fairly even fights with enemy ships. Sadly, well, that unfortunate encounter with a submarine puts one of my battleships out of commission, at least temporarily. I will have to repair her, which will take a couple of in-game days. So probably we won't see her in next few upcoming episodes. They will still happen. I will still try and capture Guadalcanal already. Then I will perform an invasion on Florida Islands. And finally, well, the game requires me to build level 5 airfields on Guadalcanal, but let's face it, what can they do to prevent me doing that? All I have to do is to park my ships on either end of this strait between Florida Islands and Guadalcanal, and what enemy can do? At most, they will be able to throw submarines at me, at least pretty soon, because they are running out of ships. They literally don't have ships to throw at me. Apart from maybe 2 Congo class battleships that are left, maybe 3, there is nothing. There's absolutely nothing they can do. We sank both of their Yamato class battleships. We sank pretty much every, if not at least most, and I'm being serious about saying most, of their heavy cruisers. When it comes to light cruisers, they probably have just a few, and most of them are probably undergoing repairs at the moment. So we won't see them anytime soon. The most they can throw at me is a fleet of destroyers and submarines. That's how much they were reduced by me using manual fire on few occasions. Well, few occasions. First few episodes were pretty much entirely me firing manually at something, and that was a mistake. It definitely breaks the immersion of the game, which can be great. This game can definitely give you an hours of fantastic naval battles in various different settings, but that is only as long as you don't use manual fire, because then aiming is that easy. You can pinpoint and snipe enemy ships while they can't hit you with anything, or they occasionally score a hit of their main caliber guns. So yeah, my advice for the future, for everyone who is playing this game, if you want to have a proper game experience from this product, don't use manual fire. It is good method to eventually save your fleet in a tight spot, because then you can just snipe the enemy, but it's the most broken and overpowered mechanic in this game as well. Right, I think that was it from me. Guys, thank you very much for popping by. I know that I might have been a little bit silent today. Well, a bit. I've been constantly trying to say something, but I didn't really have much to say today. Not gonna lie. But I still hope you enjoyed what you've seen. I still hope you enjoyed this game and watching how it plays. We will definitely try and more or less finish this campaign, and I think if the demand will be high enough, I might start Japanese campaign, and this time I will put myself a limitation of not using manual fire at all. So we will get a proper fight over Guadalcanal, and that will definitely be a fantastic campaign. I can already see that. And then, who knows, probably developers by then, well, by the time I will finish with eventual Japanese campaign, if it's gonna happen, probably by then we can expect some new updates, or perhaps a DLC that will even further expand the playing field. Perhaps we will get some Atlantic campaign or Mediterranean campaign. That would be really nice. There were some naval battles in there. and it would be great to actually see how it goes when I take commands. Right. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and well, don't forget to subscribe. Obviously, after you subscribe, press that bell button to never miss any content from me. And finally, I strongly encourage you to join my Discord server. Link is in description of this video. You can find me and many other people that are gathered around this channel there, and you can discuss various different games that I play, or perhaps games that you play as well. You can share some cool mods or any other things that you find in those games, cool mechanics. You can discuss those. You can pretty much talk about everything, as long as you keep things civil and follow the few rules that I've set up for it. So yeah, jump in, have a look. It's free of charge. If you don't like it, you can always leave it. And well, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.